I don't have it on my...
High hopes. Jackie Baseball Report. Yes, Jackie Baseball.
You know what? I give credit to Buzz. He looks at my document. I have the Phillies there. I didn't write HHJBR, which I normally do. So.
And you got to be very specific with Buzz.
That's fine.
The way his brain works.
Yes.
He doesn't want to get blamed for doing something that that Spike may not want done.
Yes, and also relax, Jack.
So Kyle Schwarber.
Memorizing stats back here.
Yeah. Looking at box scores. But so it was really interesting with Kyle Schwarber. So it just came out minutes ago from Ken Rosenthal that Orioles matched the Phillies offer, 5/150.
Headline, if you didn't know, Kyle Schwarber signed with the Phillies today for 5 years. Not everybody's watching Twitter all day.
Goodness.
Well, there's a new episode of the High Hopes podcast breaking it down, emergencies.
No. Why don't we talk about our radio show?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
so why don't you give the headline?
What happened?
No, because the tone of this is going to turn negative.
No,
and that's not what we do in the High Hopes podcast.
Headline.
The Phillies re-signed Kyle Schwarber and snuck in a Rob Thompson extension at the same time, immediately after the Eagles lose in L.A. So 5/150, $30 million a year. One of us said that was the offer the other day. Good to see that came to fruition. What?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
You did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
You get the inside scoop.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You
got it.
Yeah,
and remember I said put it on the internet? I told Max to flip it up, so you got credit.
And we're not going to put you saying he's going to get 7-210.
Well, but I was the first person to say get 5.
You were the first person. I'm glad we're correcting all the things right now.
Okay.
We are fact-checking, which we appreciate.
Yep.
So 5/150 for Kyle Schwarber. He's back. What I think is interesting, Rosenthal just said that the Orioles matched the offer, so they were at 5/150. The Reds got to 4/125.
Ooh.
Okay.
At least they were in there, yeah.
Yeah. The Pirates got to 4/120.
Okay.
Okay,
So
at least they were in there.
and the Mets were at 3/120. So Mets were at $40 million.
Ooh.
$40 million AAV.
But they didn't want the 5 years.
But they didn't want the 5 years. It seemed like the Phillies would have been more comfortable at 4, but they gave them the extra year just to make sure they got it done.
Yep.
You know who the smartest in that group was? The Mets. Because the 3 years is when we all looked at this during the season, we thought it was a 3-year deal for 3 years, 100 is what we talked about, I think, generally. Like, I'm glad he's back. He's a great player, but he is 32. He's a DH, and he's never going to have a year like he had last year. So the Mets trying to get him to come for a shorter duration, pay more. One of those years might not even happen, for what it's worth. I think it always felt like the Phillies were going to re-sign Kyle Schwarber. I'm glad they did. I'm a little worried that it handcuffs him the rest of the offseason.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic. It's awesome. I want to have something to watch when I watch the Phillies. And Kyle Schwarber is a player that I look forward to watching like you do Bryce Harper. You know, part of this is from a fan's viewpoint. I want to be entertained. I want the entertainment value of watching the team. That's not to say they couldn't have brought other players in and the team wouldn't have been entertaining. I'm not saying that. But there's something about having a slugger in your lineup that every time he steps to the plate, you feel like he can knock one out of the park. And with a team that's devoid of real power, and we may be losing power from our other star player in Bryce Harper, I'm glad they at least brought Kyle Schwarber back. He doesn't have to hit 56. If he hits anywhere close to 40, I think he's worth the money.
You hope for the next 4 years he hits 240, 260 with 35 to 40 home runs.
Yeah. I'll take that.
That gets him to 500. He's 160 away.
There you go.
Him and Harvard both chasing down 500.
And that's going to be a cool thing.
Yes.
In 5 years.
As they're 70 and 92. So what happens? All right, Jack. So we thought they were going to extend Thompson. They said they were going to extend Thompson. So because he was heading into a lame duck year anyway.
They don't like that. By the way, real quick, seems like Don Mattingly is going to be the bench coach.
That's awesome. As a
that came out months ago, though.
Well,
officially now, right?
Well, not official. It's not even official yet. They're working through the final details.
Yeah.
I
remember the first time you brought it up, and his son is already here, right? So it was already.
We had an idea where this was heading.
His son is the damn GM.
Yep.
Even though he doesn't do, no offense, Preston, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Dombrowski.
Well, he's like Elton GM.
Yes.
Elton Brand's GM, too.
That's a perfect,
has an important role, but not final decision maker. I'm excited for Don Mattingly, specifically because I'm 49 years old.
He's still a Yankee. That Yankee blood is still in him.
No, it's like Don Mattingly, when we were kids, was the guy for about 5 years.
Yep.
I had his rookie cards. Like, Don Mattingly was a great, and I think people who are younger now look back at his entire career and don't wonder what was so great about him. But for that period, it was him, Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn.
Yep.
It was that stretch, and Don Mattingly was the best hitter in baseball for a few years. So I think it'll be cool to see Don Mattingly there.
Yeah.
You know?
Dugout,
And when you look at I was looking at his old rookie cards online yesterday. He looks just like Preston when he was young.
Oh, yeah.
They look exactly the same.
Yeah.
So what do you think? So how does this affect the rest of the offseason for the Phillies?
So they'll
Jeff?
re-sign JT. So the JT will be the next one to fall.
Any numbers?
I think the offer is 2 years, $30 million with a club option for the third. So, we'll see.
Listen, there's another Wall of Famer.
Yeah. Listen, we're racking up all the Wall of Famers.
Yeah.
Hopefully they have a World Series to go with it.
To add to it,
Yeah. But I think
as far as spending.
So I think the next move after that, it's not going to be – I would be surprised if they are in the Bellinger market, the Bregman market, the Bichette market. But I think that there's a path to them making an interesting trade.
Okay.
So I think it's a trade for I mean like Ketel Marte has been mentioned.
Yeah.
Obviously, Buxton's been mentioned, but they might not trade him. I think that's where they have to get creative. You want to re-sign Schwarber? You want to re-sign JT? Fine, but they were a bat short last year.
Yeah.
So,
What does it say about Bader? Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
Okay.
I don't think Bader's coming because I think he's in like the 12 to 15 million. Yeah, and
They spent $10 million on Kepler last year.
Yeah, seriously.
yeah, I know. I think they might have viewed his like lucky numbers suggested he got lucky last year.
Oh, sure.
I disagree. I would love Bader back. I don't think he's coming back.
Okay.
So who's playing center field? Marsh again?
I think they're going to trade for. I think the guy the most.
Not that guy.
They're going to trade for Jake Myers.
He stinks.
Who the hell is Jake Myers?
He's a center fielder for the Astros.
He stinks. He's the guy that we have. He's the same thing. The
Rojas.
He's Rojas.
Yeah, I mean,
he's no arm, covers a lot of ground, can't hit.
had a good offensive year last year.
Yeah, but you look at his stats. He had 290 last year. Every other year is like 230.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
We're talking luck.
I know.
Okay.
Listen, I would go. There's actually some interesting center field names out there, but
Okay.
we'll see. I think their upgrade comes from a trade rather than the free agent market.
Okay, one question for me. Is there any way they're willing to give up one of the top prospects? Because making a trade just to make a trade isn't going to excite the fan base. If you're talking about this guy you just brought up. But will they make a significant trade?
Depends. I think it depends who's out there. Like, I think Ketel Marte is a significant trade.
Yes.
That's a significant trade. Apparently Jackson Merrill might be available with the Padres, who is this 23-year-old center fielder. They're kind of getting they're selling the team, I guess. So they're kind of shedding some deals.
What about the Red Sox guy we talked about last year? The outfielder from the Red Sox.
Oh, Jarren Duran?
Yeah.
So him or Willie Abreu are going to get traded. One of those two. But
Okay.
yeah, so they're more corner guys now than center. Like
Okay.
Duran's a left fielder. Willie Abreu is like one of the best defensive right fielders in baseball. So I just think there's a path to a trade.
And do you think the Quan thing is dead?
I don't think it's dead. It's weird. There's been no real rumors about him.
Okay.
I thought he would be one of the hotter names in the market right now, but he's not really out there. It's mostly like Marte.
Any chance Crawford plays center?
If they go get a difference-making corner guy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Can they go get another corner guy?
I think they would live with Crawford in center field. I don't think they want Crawford in center field.
Right.
I think they like Crawford in left.
Okay.